If you've ever wondered why some men effortlessly attract women without being rich, without having model-level looks, and without trying too hard, psychology reveals a truth so uncomfortable that most men never believe it until they experience it. Women, across cultures and backgrounds, subconsciously fall for a very specific type of man. Not the wealthiest, not the most handsome, but the man who triggers something ancient, emotional, and deeply instinctive inside her. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what that type of man is and how you can become him in your own authentic way. Because once you understand this, dating stops feeling like chaos and starts feeling like clarity. Psychology reveals something most men never hear. Women don't fall for men because of cars, muscles, or bank accounts. They fall for a man because of how he makes her feel about herself when she's around him. That's the core. That's the truth. And that's the part you were never taught. Most men chase surface-level attraction. They focus on looking impressive. They focus on saying the right lines. They focus on appearing successful. But women aren't drawn to a man's image. They're drawn to a man's internal state, his emotional presence, his grounded energy, and the sense of psychological safety he creates. This is why you've seen women leave good-looking men. This is why you've seen women ignore rich men. This is why you've seen women fall deeply for men others underestimate. Because the man 80% of women fall for is not a stereotype. He is a psychological pattern. He is the man whose presence organizes her emotions instead of adding chaos to them. He is the man who brings stability without control, confidence without arrogance, and strength without aggression. He is the man who makes her feel understood without her needing to explain every detail. This man doesn't overpower her emotionally. He grounds her emotionally, and this is the part most men miss. By the end of this video, you will understand the full psychological blueprint of this kind of man. You'll understand why women gravitate toward him, and you'll understand how you can cultivate these traits naturally, without acting, without pretending, and without becoming someone you're not. Because the transformation doesn't start with changing your personality. It starts with understanding the hidden psychology she's responding to. And that journey starts right now. Modern dating feels confusing because everything has changed except human psychology. You're dealing with a world of dating apps, endless options, fast attention spans, and people who often don't know what they want. Yet the emotional instincts that shape attraction are thousands of years old. Here's the problem. Modern men are being told lies about what modern women want. You're told she wants money. You're told she wants height. You're told she wants looks. You're told she wants perfection. But psychology shows she doesn't want any of those things as her core attraction triggers. Those might influence her attention, but they do not determine who she emotionally bonds with. Modern dating creates anxiety for men because they feel they're not enough. Not tall enough, not rich enough, not successful enough, not handsome enough. But if you look closely, you'll see women choosing men who don't have any of these requirements. And this confuses men even more. The real issue is that modern dating puts an enormous spotlight on the wrong metrics. It highlights everything superficial and hides everything meaningful. Social media shows lifestyles, not emotional intelligence. Dating apps show faces, not character. TikTok shows hot takes, not real psychology. So men end up competing in the wrong arena. They focus on status signals instead of emotional signals. They try to impress instead of connect. They try to win her approval instead of earning her respect. And because of this, modern relationships fail at record rates. Not because love is dead, not because women are impossible, but because men are following the wrong rule book. This is why understanding the man women truly fall for isn't just helpful, it's necessary. Because when you understand what actually draws women in, you stop trying to perform and start showing up in a way that naturally creates attraction. Once you understand the psychology behind it, modern dating becomes 10 times easier and far less draining. Women are emotionally intelligent in ways most men overlook. They read tone, micro-expressions, hesitation, energy shifts, and confidence leaks without even trying. Their nervous system is built to sense emotional signals quickly and accurately. This is why women can instantly tell if a man is insecure, even when he tries to hide it. But what does this mean for you? It means she's not falling for what you show her. She's falling for what she feels from you. Psychology shows women subconsciously evaluate a man on 3 emotional levels. Emotional stability. Is your presence calming or chaotic? Women fall for men who regulate their own emotions, not men who panic, overreact, or seek validation. When women describe a man as safe, they don't mean physically. They mean emotionally safe. Emotional depth. Women fall for men who can express emotion without collapsing under pressure. It's not about being soft. It's about being real. A man who can say, "This bothered me, I want this," or "This is my boundary," without aggression. That's emotional mastery. And here's the truth. Most men don't want to hear. Women are not attracted to emotional weakness disguised as niceness. Being overly accommodating, overly available, overly soft, this doesn't make her feel safe. It makes her feel responsible for your emotions. She doesn't want to be your emotional parent. She wants to feel your presence, not your neediness. Women fall for the man who shows up with clarity, emotional strength, and authenticity. A man who has a calm mind, a grounded body language, and a sense of direction. This psychological pattern is universal. And this is the man 80% of women fall for. Most men and women experience attraction through completely different lenses. Men focus on appearance and they think, is she pretty? Is she attractive? Does she look good? Physical attraction hits men immediately and intensely. Women focus on emotional perception. They think, can I trust him? Can I relax around him? Does he understand me? How does he handle pressure? Do I feel safer or more anxious with him? Women don't fall for how you look. They fall for how they feel when they're with you. Here's where most men get it wrong. Men believe women fall for confidence, but that's incomplete. Women fall for self-regulation, a psychological state deeper than confidence. Self-regulation means your emotions don't control you. Your insecurities don't leak into the conversation. Your fears don't make you clingy or reactive. Your ego doesn't need constant reassurance. When a man is self-regulated, he carries himself differently. His shoulders relax. His voice deepens naturally. His breathing slows. His reactions become intentional instead of impulsive. Women read this instantly. In contrast, insecurity, no matter how well hidden, shows up in your body language. Men don't see it. Women always do. From a male perspective, attraction is simple. Look good, be nice, show interest. From a female perspective, attraction is layered. Emotional presence, authenticity, inner strength. This is why men misread female signals so often. They assume her attention means attraction. They assume her texting back means interest. They assume being nice will lead somewhere. But women test for emotional strength through subtle cues, delayed replies, small disagreements, shifts in tone, changes in energy, minor boundaries, not because they're manipulative, but because they need to see how you handle emotional tension. They're not testing your masculinity. They're testing your emotional capacity. And the man who passes this test, he is the one she falls for. Modern psychology offers powerful insights into the type of man women naturally gravitate toward. Study 1. Women choose emotional stability over social status. Large-scale relationship studies show that women rank emotional reliability higher than income or physical attractiveness. Why? Because emotional reliability is a predictor of long-term stability and reduced relational stress. Study 2. Women prefer calm confidence over dominant aggression. Neuroscience suggests that women are drawn to men who maintain composure under stress. Calm confidence reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, during interaction. Study 3. Women are attracted to purpose-driven men. Women rate men with a clear sense of purpose as more attractive. Purpose signals future stability, decision-making ability, and life direction. These studies reveal a pattern. Women fall for the kind of man whose inner world is steady, grounded, and purposeful. Now let's look at real-world examples. Example 1. The quiet leader. He doesn't need to dominate a room. He has a calm, steady presence. He listens more than he talks. He's not passive, he's deliberate. Women interpret his composure as strength. Example 2. The emotionally mature man. He expresses feelings without drama. He sets boundaries respectfully. He communicates clearly. Women see this as rare and deeply attractive. Example 3. The man with direction. He knows what he wants, not in an arrogant way, but with certainty. Women feel safer with a man who has a path, even if he's still building it. Example 4. The self-regulated man. He doesn't get jealous when she talks to other men. He doesn't panic when she needs space. He doesn't react impulsively. His emotions remain steady. Women trust this man instantly. These aren't alpha stereotypes. These are emotional patterns wired into human psychology. And this is why 80% of women fall for the man who carries these traits, not the man who tries to compensate with money, looks, or fabricated bravado. Story 1. The man. She ignored. Until she didn't. You've seen this scenario before. A woman ignores the flashy guy at the party, the one showing off, talking loudly, bragging about his job. Instead, her eyes consistently drift toward the quiet guy on the couch. He's relaxed. He's not trying. He's observing the room with calm curiosity. He speaks less, but when he speaks, people listen. She feels drawn not because he impressed her, but because he didn't need to. Story 2. The breakup that didn't make sense. A woman leaves a man who gave her everything: gifts, attention, constant affection. On paper, he was perfect. In reality, he was emotionally exhausting. He needed reassurance constantly. He panicked at small conflicts. She didn't feel safe expressing herself. She didn't leave because she stopped loving him. She left because she couldn't carry his emotional weight anymore. Story 3. The unexpected attraction. A woman falls for a coworker she never noticed before, not the guy with perfect looks, not the loud one, but the one who stays composed under pressure. When a crisis happens, he doesn't complain. He problem solves. His emotional steadiness rewires something inside her. He becomes the man she thinks about at night, not because he chased her, but because he represented safety, direction, and calm strength. These stories aren't fiction, they're universal patterns. They happen every day in every culture. Women fall for men who regulate their emotional world, not the loudest, not the richest, not the most handsome, but the most grounded. Becoming the type of man 80% of women fall for doesn't require changing who you are. It requires strengthening the parts of you that women instinctively respond to. 1. Slow down your reactions. Women read emotional impulsiveness immediately. Before responding to conflict or disagreement, pause for 2 seconds. This creates emotional grounding. 2. Speak with intention, not urgency. Rushed talking signals insecurity. Slow speech signals confidence. Calm voice tone signals emotional control. 3. Build a life that excites you. Purpose is magnetic, not because it impresses her, but because it stabilizes you. A man with direction is attractive because he's not seeking meaning through her. 4. Set boundaries without fear. Women trust a man who can say, "I don't like that. This doesn't work for me. This is my standard." Boundaries are leadership. Leadership is attractive. 5. Don't chase validation. The moment you seek validation, you lose polarity. Women fall for men whose self-esteem isn't dependent on them. 6. Master emotional regulation. Your ability to remain steady during stress is the strongest predictor of attraction. When you stay calm, she relaxes. When you panic, she withdraws. 7. Develop subtle confidence signals. Steady eye contact, relaxed shoulders, controlled breathing, lowered voice tone. These signals communicate strength without words. 8. Create emotional safety. Women open up to men who don't judge their emotions. Emotional safety doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It means staying grounded when she expresses feelings. 9. Live with direction. Know what you want. Career, lifestyle, values. Women follow a man who follows his path. 10. Stay authentic. Nothing is more unattractive than pretending to be someone you're not. The type of man women fall for doesn't perform. He embodies. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be real, grounded, and emotionally aligned. If there's one truth you take away from this video, let it be this. Women don't fall for men who try to impress them. Women fall for men who make them feel emotionally safe, grounded, and understood. The type of man 80% of women fall for is not built on external achievements. He is built from the inside out. He carries emotional strength, purpose, presence, and authenticity. He leads calmly, speaks deliberately, and listens deeply. He knows who he is, he knows where he's going, and he doesn't rely on a woman for validation, meaning, or identity. This isn't a character you perform. It's a mindset you cultivate. It's a lifestyle you grow into. When you become emotionally grounded, women feel it. When you stop seeking approval, they respect it. When you build your life, they want to be part of it. Not because they need to, but because they're instinctively drawn to the man who brings clarity into a chaotic world. And if you want to keep learning the psychology behind attraction, connection, and modern relationships, hit subscribe. Because the next video might just explain the one thing she never told you, but you desperately need to know.